Let's go down to Kokomo.
Day 20, Wednesday the 4th of November. At sea. After a sweltering boat drill, it was full casino meeting time, which seemed to last forever. We were impatient for it to be over, and finally released back into the real world for a few hours. It was approaching 1 p.m. by the time we set off down the gangplank, but thankfully the ship docked right in the heart of San Juan, so we lost no time in having to commute anywhere. I ended up with a group of 4 Filipinos from the casino, Angeleo, Mark, Saname and Shari Lu. First stop was a Chinese restaurant for some food. It really tickles me that everyone's so surprised that an English person eats rice. I hate to break it to you, but every other takeaway in the UK is either Chinese or Indian. The food was delicious, and I could have quite happily gone back to the ship and bed there and then. Puerto Rico is famed amongst the crew for its shopping though, so we hit the stores with renewed vigour and freshly filled up ocean pay cards from payday. Weirdly, the only items I bought were 2 jumpers. It might seem strange as we're in such hot climes, but the AC is always on strongly inside the vessel and I'm constantly freezing. I only bought a couple of hoodies with me as the packing list only noted 1 pullover was needed. It was weird seeing everyone from work in all the same shops, and by the time we arrived in CVS, an American pharmacy, our final destination, it was like an organised casino excursion with a familiar face down every aisle. Upon getting back on board, I went in search of the elusive pool on deck 8, reserved for staff members, as it was very warm and the beach in Puerto Rico is a taxi ride away. Finally, I opened the right door and excitedly climbed into the cool water. The first thing I did was ring a friend back home to see if they could see me on the live webcam pictures, and yes they could! You can tune in here if you're interested. www.sea-scanner.com. I then tweeted a link and hung around in the cool water in case anyone else was bored enough to want to watch. I noticed that the bridge, operational command, including the captain etc., could also see me, as could the passengers looking down from deck 13. I was just about to message my roommates so they too could tune in to see me on our room TV, before it dawned on me that the bow cam, with full view of the pool, is permanently shown on Channel 7, and that every soul on board could watch me if they so pleased. I started to get a little self-conscious until I phoned my friend Jill in Australia via WhatsApp. She's been over there for more than a month with the mighty Big Orange, who ran a cracker to finish 5th in the Melbourne Cup overnight. Big ups, Jill. You work exceptionally hard, and I'm delighted he ran so well for you. Anyway, she clicked on the link, and from that point on, all I could hear was her laughter. So I stood there, starting to shiver and shake, whilst tears rolled down my cheeks with uncontrollable giggles. I'm not sure that I won't get a disciplinary for hijacking the webcam for my own personal use and not pinning my name badge to my bikini, but to hear Jill laughing so hard was totally worth it. I remained on deck, interneting for a bit, and watched us pull away from the dock, as I was on a late start, which was the first time I'd witnessed us leaving port. No mean feat, as it's such a large object to manoeuvre. Thankfully, my night shift passed fairly quickly, and it was soon time to do my first count, where we collect all the money boxes from the tables and tally up all the chips and cash under the watchful eye of security. For this to be done though, I first had to put on a nice blue NCL boiler suit. Never having to get dressed up in a coverall to perform this process in any other casino I've worked in, I'd made the rookie move of wearing my skirt and high heels to work last night. I was ready to just take my skirt off, but the others suggested I keep it on. So I had to waddle around the casino in my navy overalls with my black suede heels protruding out of the bottom and my bunched up skirt restricting all but the smallest of strides. One day, I really hoped to be able to post a day where I got it totally right, looked hot as hell and basically rocked it. I had been hoping for a bit of a lie-in this morning, as although it's a sea day and we're open for gaming at 9 a.m, I have a lunchtime start due to my late finish last night / earlier this morning. Alas, it was not to be, as the god of training is punishing me hard at present, and I'm just off to a 9 a.m. lecture on drugs. Drugs are bad. We've all seen South Park. Can I please go back to bed now? Please? And that's all for day 20. Thanks for listening. Be sure to tune in for day 21's antics tomorrow. Same time, same place. Well, not literally, because this ship never stops. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a day. And if you're enjoying it, like and share it too. Thank you!